Dr. Lori Eickleberry. I have a couple of different titles actually. I am a licensed psychologist, owner of the Motivational Institute for Behavioral Health. I also am owner of a nonprofit in Fort Lauderdale, the Motivational Institute Mental Health Bridge Clinic. I am adjunct faculty at the Center for Psychological Studies at Nova Southeastern University, and I'm also associate lecturer at Farquhar College of Arts and Sciences at Nova Southeastern University. Psychological services for my private practice, and then education for Nova Southeastern University. A typical day for me is very busy, non-stop. It depends on the particular day. I teach several undergraduate and graduate courses, and I also see patients in private practice and run a business. So a typical day for me starts at work at about 8 o'clock in the morning, and depending upon the day, I may see a few patients, go and teach a class, come back and see some more patients, and my days typically end at 3 o'clock. I work in an office or at the university probably a total of about 40 hours a week. My days are from 8 to 3. I leave so that I can pick my little girl up from school during the day. But quite often at night I'll go online, I'll grade papers, I'll do things here and there. Anytime I have a break, I kind of fit in some other work. So it would be hard to calculate, but actually in an office setting or in a classroom setting, about 40 hours a week. My favorite part of my job is that I get to do a lot of different things. I love working with patients. I equally love working with my undergraduate and my graduate students, supervising and training. I like that I get to leave my office and do trainings. It's mostly that it's multifaceted. Honestly, I'm very lucky in the sense that I get to do pretty much everything that I want to do. The only thing I would improve is just to be able to continue to grow and to be involved in new projects. Definitely our managed care system. I learned all about psychology in undergraduate and all about how to provide psychology services in graduate school, but I did not learn a lot about our managed care system, so that was quite a learning curve. I went into private practice right out of graduate school, and I actually started teaching as soon as I got my master's while I was still in graduate school getting my doctorate. So I kind of knew what I wanted to do. I even started working on my private practice, logos, websites, all of that before I even finished graduate school, so that it was all ready to launch the day I was licensed. I have a nonprofit psychological services clinic that I started with 3 other psychologists, and we actually provide services on a sliding scale basis based on poverty guidelines. So we don't have to turn anyone away. Even when someone comes to my private practice clinic, if they don't have insurance or they don't have money for services, we can now refer them to the nonprofit, so everyone gets the services that they need. I would say the most important thing is to have a plan and knowledge of what it is that you want to do, and to stay focused so that time isn't wasted and that opportunities aren't missed. To advocate for yourself, to get the most out of the college experience or graduate experience by participating in groups and organizations and community service and volunteer work and research, and just really kind of immerse yourself in everything that you possibly can. I would avoid taking out as many student loans as I did. I probably could have survived on on fewer student loans than I took out, but they kind of follow you after graduate school or after you graduate, even undergraduate. So that would be my advice, to definitely survive on as less as possible, so that you don't have to worry about paying it all back afterward. I have a Bachelor's of Science, a Master of Science, and a doctorate in philosophy, all from Nova Southeastern University. My undergraduate is from the Farquhar College of Arts and Sciences, and my my graduate degrees are both from the Center for Psychological Studies at Nova Southeastern. I was lucky enough to get a lot of good advice from other graduate students who were further along than I was in the process. Again, the only thing that I can look back on and think that I would change, because I really did make the most out of both my undergraduate and my graduate experiences, would be the student loans. That they're there, but they follow you for a while. You just spend 30 years paying them off. So to definitely think about that a little bit more. Absolutely. I had terrific college experience, both in undergraduate and graduate. I'm still in contact with a lot of the professors that I had in both of the colleges, and I learned a tremendous amount, made amazing friendships that have lasted years after graduate school. To have a business plan, to not take out too many loans or anything. We started very, very small and grew only when we absolutely needed to, so we never overextended ourselves business-wise, and I think that that's one of the things that has allowed my private practice to be successful. So that's certainly another. And network. Be involved in other organizations, get to know other people in your field, not just in psychology, but also the medical field. We get a lot of referrals from multiple disciplines. One for sure would be to research the field. There's a lot that can be done in psychology, so that they'll know what they could do, what they want to do with their psychology degree. Talk with professors, speak with people who are in research, speak with people who are in private practice, psychologists who are in work with at institutions. Because there are so many different things. My day could look very, very different from many other licensed psychologists' days. Balance. I work very hard, but like I said, I leave at 3 o'clock every day, and by 3:30 I'm coloring with my 5-year-old. So even though sometimes like right now I'm teaching 9 classes this semester, and I see about 25 patients a week and still run a business, I still make time to color and do yoga and take time for myself and my friends.